Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the heart of Roman mythology and the Latin language to talk about one of the most powerful names in history, Jupiter. You've heard the name, you know the planet, but do you know the linguistic story behind the king of the gods? Stick around, because it's a fascinating journey. So, let's start with the basics. In Latin, the name is spelled J-U-P-P-I-T-E-R. But here's the first cool fact. In classical Latin, the letter J didn't exist as we know it. It was represented by the letter I. So a Roman would have pronounced it more like Jupiter. The J sound is a later development in the evolution of Latin into the Romance languages. Now for the grammar, which is where things get really interesting. Jupiter is a third declension masculine noun. If you've studied Latin, you know the third declension is notorious for its irregularities, and Jupiter is a prime example. You can't just slap on standard endings. This word has a unique story encoded in its forms. Let's look at the declension. The nominative case, the subject of a sentence, is Jupiter. Jupiter is the king of the gods, simple enough. But when we get to the genitive case, which shows possession, it changes dramatically. It's not Jupiter's, as you might guess. It's Iovis. Yes, Iovis. So to say the temple of Jupiter, you'd say Templum Iovis. Why this drastic change? It's because the word Jupiter is actually a compound word. It comes from an older proto-Italic form, just pater. Just means sky or daylight, and pater means father. So Jupiter literally means sky father. This reveals his most ancient role as a sky god, a concept shared with other Indo-European cultures, like the Greek Zeus pater. The stem of the word is Iov, which we see in the genitive Iovis. This stem is used for all the other cases. The dative is Iov or for Jupiter. The accusative is Iovem, the direct object, as in I see Jupiter. The ablative is Iov with, or from Jupiter. The vocative, the case used for direct address, is conveniently the same as the nominative, Jupiter. So you could shout, "Oh Jupiter," and be grammatically correct. Let's put it all together. Nominative, Jupiter the subject genitive, Iovis of Jupiter dative, Iov for Jupiter accusative, Iovem the direct object ablative, Iov with from Jupiter vocative, Jupiter direct address. It's a classic example of what's called a defective or irregular noun. The nominative form, Jupiter, evolved from that sky father compound, while the other cases clung to the older stem Iov. This kind of linguistic fossil is what makes Latin so rich and rewarding to study. You're not just learning words, you're uncovering history. The influence of this Iov stem is all over the English language. Think of the word jovial. It means cheerful and friendly, a disposition attributed to those born under the influence of the planet Jupiter. The word comes directly from the Latin Iovilis, meaning relating to Jupiter. So every time you describe someone as jovial, you're unknowingly referencing the king of the Roman gods. Beyond just the noun, Jupiter represents so much more in Roman literature and thought. He was the supreme being, the god of the sky and thunder, the guardian of the state and its laws. In poetry, the name Jupiter is often used metonymically to simply mean the sky or the heavens. A poet might write sub Io frigido, which literally means under a cold Jupiter, but the meaning is under the cold sky. This shows how deeply the god and the element he controlled were intertwined in the Roman mind. When you read authors like Virgil or Ovid, you'll see these different forms constantly. Understanding this declension is key to unlocking the meaning of the text. For example, if you see Iovem, you know Jupiter is the one receiving an action. If you see Iovis, you know something belongs to him. It's a grammatical puzzle that, once solved, opens a whole new level of appreciation for the literature. Let's think about the broader context. The Romans weren't just using grammar, they were expressing their worldview. By calling their chief god Skyfather, they were defining their relationship with the divine. He was both a powerful, distant force of nature, the sky, and an intimate, protective figure, the Father. This duality is captured perfectly in the word's etymology and its quirky declension. It's also fun to compare him with his Greek counterpart, Zeus. While they share a common origin as sky gods, their cultural roles and mythologies develop differently. But linguistically, you can still see the family resemblance. The Greek genitive of Zeus is Dios, which shares that same Indo-European root dias that gave us Tis in Italic and eventually Iovis in Latin. It's like they're linguistic cousins. So to recap, Jupiter isn't just a name. It's a historical artifact. It tells a story of linguistic evolution from Proto-Indo-European to Latin. It's a compound word, Skyfather, reflecting a core belief. Its irregular third declension pattern, with the stem changing from Jupiter to Iovis, is a fantastic example of how languages preserve older forms. And its influence continues today in words like jovial. The next time you look up at the planet Jupiter or read a story about Roman myths, remember the incredible linguistic journey that this single name represents. It's a gateway to understanding not just a language, but an entire culture's perception of the divine, the world, and their place within it. It's more than just a noun, it's a universe of meaning packed into a few irregular forms. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive. I hope you found this exploration of Jupiter's declension as fascinating as I do. It really shows that grammar isn't just about rules, it's about history, culture, and the stories that words tell. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the hidden secrets of the Latin language, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next adventure. Drop a comment below with any other Latin words you'd like me to break down. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.